Hey there folks, this is Nemo. Just wanted to do a quick little video about how I'm making old-fashioned. Time for a little nightcap after my meeting with the BFP, Benjamin Fenton Pierce, that is, at the Raising Cane's for dinner. So I'm here and I'm going to show you how Nemo makes an old-fashioned. So here are all the ingredients that we need. First off, light brown sugar. You're going to need a rocks glass of some sort. This is my vintage little amber glass that I like to use. Bourbon, of course. I'm using Wild Turkey 101. It's got a high rye content, and rye is really a staple in old fashions. We've got the Angostura bitters, which is sometimes referred to as bartender's salt. We have some purified water, and we have Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers cup full of ice. And so let us begin. Now that it's a little hard to put brown sugar and spoon it out and put it in the glass, so I do already have a generous little bit. It's about maybe half of that spoon, maybe. It's kind of hardened up a little bit, so I kind of had to chop it. Anyway, you put that in a glass. Then you're going to take your Angostura bitters. Sorry, off camera as I attempt to get the lid off. It's on there pretty tight, because you know I'm a man. Got that man grip. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good. Alright. This little cap on it here kind of disperses it in dashes. I put about 5 or 6 dashes. Maybe a few more. I do like my bitters. So it's kind of just up to taste, but at least 4 to 5 dashes of Angostura bitters. Go ahead and cap that. And now, before I muddle that all together, we just want to put a little dash of water in there. It just helps dissolve the sugar into the bitters. I'll try to do this on cam. Just a little dab will do ya. Little dab will do ya. Then you want to have a muddler, or in my case, I'm just going to use the blunt end of this teaspoon. You just kind of want to get in there real good. Kind of make sure that all of that good deliciousness dissolves as much as possible. As much as possible. Just stir it up real good. Alright, and we'll just leave the spoon in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bourbon, also cap on pretty good, cork. I don't know if you heard that satisfying little pop. But the bird's loose. The bird's loose. Alright, you just kind of want to put a healthy little schwiggity in there. And grab some ice. Couple cubes. And stir that up. Get the chill going. Alright. And, just rinse and repeat until your desired volume of bourbon's in the glass. And another thing the ice will do is it will kind of, as you're drinking and enjoying as responsibly or irresponsibly as you wish, the ice will melt and kind of help dilute the alcohol, which is another reason I like to use Turkey 101, because it's already got a slightly higher alcohol content than most Kentucky bourbons. Usually they're around 90 proof, or even 80 proof, so they're not as strong. Topped her off. And you can see I didn't use a whole lot, but you don't need to. Cork. Just a couple more little trollops of ice in there. Give her one more good little swizzle dizzle. Make sure you get it nice and mixed up, not like some BFP. Now, you have your old-fashioned. One of the most classic of the classic cocktails, folks. Cheers. That's a good old-fashioned. You make that old-fashioned? That's some old-fashioned. That's a good cup of bourbon. There we go. Ladies and gents, how to make an old-fashioned with your buddy Nemo. This is my favorite mixed drink. It's a classic man drink. With good old Kentucky bourbon, Wild Turkey 101. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Typically an old-fashioned would have some muddled cherries in there and, use orange peel and orange zest and stuff, but, I don't feel like it really requires that. This is basically all you need. You need sugar, bitters, and booze to make a cocktail. That's the classic definition of a cocktail. Sugar, bitter, and booze. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Nemo, and I hope you catch my stream. Or, if you are watching this at a later date, that you caught my stream and you enjoyed it, and that you are prepared for fight night tomorrow, which is February 16th, 2018. In the year of our Lord, my friends. And cheers.